Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on the latest developing stories. We begin with this report claiming that Barca are eyeing the Bundesliga for Gavi's replacement in January. According to latest reports, we are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Romeu, as Barca believe that the summer signing's poor form recently is due to a mental block, aiming to recover his confidence. We are also going to discuss on that. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been rocked by the injury of Pablo Gavi, and the club are yet to come out with a comprehensive plan to replace the Spaniard as we approach the January transfer window. The Catalans have been linked with a few names in the market, but it remains unlikely that the club would look to make any moves in the winter market. A recent report from Dario AS has offered a detailed update on Barcelona's search for midfield reinforcements, especially after the injury of Gavi. As per the report, Barca consider Gavi an irreplaceable player, and they believe that the options available in the winter market are not satisfying enough. However, the highlight of the report is that Barcelona are eyeing the German market in their bid to reinforce their ranks in the middle of the pack. While Joshua Kimmich is undoubtedly a top target for Barcelona next summer, the club are open to other options available in the Bundesliga. The report adds that Barcelona are expected to meet agents of several Bundesliga stars in the coming future. Through these scheduled meetings, the club are looking to better evaluate the German Bundesliga and the players they could potentially target in the coming summer. Under the leadership of Deco, the Blaugrana have carefully scouted young players across the globe and put emphasis on the pursuit of these stars. While the report has failed to mention any Bundesliga stars Barcelona are targeting other than Joshua Kimmich, there are no shortage of options for the club. Florian Wirtz, Leon Goretzka, and Dani Olmo are among the finest options available in the German market, with the former even being a subject of interest from Barcelona for a long time now. Of course, Gavi's injury earlier this month, brought scare in the Barca camp, and there have been a lot of talk about who will replace Gavi moving forward because Gavi has an injury that have already sidelined him for the rest of the season. He won't play again, and which is a very bad news for us. Even after what Deco said before that Gavi is irreplaceable and stuff like that, but reports continue to emerge saying that Barca are carefully studying the market and now they are carefully studying the German Bundesliga for to be specific as to get a Gavi replacement there. But we all know that the limitations of all this is finance. We've been talking about the fact that Vitor Roque has been a priority for January, and if he's a priority for January, therefore means there's no player who will come in the January window saying he's a replacement for Gavi. So, but let's see, things can change. If this report is to be believed, then of course Barcelona are carefully studying and seeing how they can replace Gavi, and they think that the Bundesliga can have that is that platform where they can get a suitable player to replace Gavi. Of course, as we have just listed some players here that potentially Barca can go for: Florian Wirtz, Goretzka, Dani Olmo, Joshua Kimmich. Of course, those are all players that we have been hearing before. Barca showing interest in them in the past. and so they continue to show interest. So what they are saying is Barca will likely meet agents of some of those players to schedule some meetings with them and discuss on the potential of signing them. And of course, I think none of those players will come cheap. And also coupled with the fact that Barcelona have a lot of issues financially, it's going to take some miracle for the club to go out there and make a top signing in midfield to replace Gavi in January. Of course, talking about the Gavi situation, we all know that he, you know, he was already registered. He was already a registered first team member after a hard struggle. So the fact that a certain Vitor Roque might likely join Barca in January, it just might block any other move for any other player, right? And it's going to be very tricky to see Barca going for another player after Vitor Roque joins the club. But let's just see how the administration will do about it. If they can bring another player, even after bringing Vitor Roque, that's going to be very, very good. But as it stands right now, it looks like a very distant possibility. Then on to the final story of discussion. Having been adieu to the legendary Sergio Busquets during the last summer, FC Barcelona searched far and wide for an able replacement for their former captain. However, financial constraints meant that they were forced to look for a cost-effective solution and ended up settling on another former La Masia talent in Romeu. The former Chelsea and Southampton midfielder arrived from Girona for a nominal fee of 3.4 million euros and soon became a regular fixture in Xavi Hernandez's setup. Apart from the low fee, his experience in the Premier League, performances at Girona, and familiarity with the Barca philosophy made the club take a punt on him, and the gamble appeared to have paid off, with Romeo making a strong start to his second stint in Barcelona, starting 7 matches in a row, putting in some solid, if not spectacular performances at the base of the midfield. However, things have been going downhill for Romeo at Barcelona for a while now, and it has become a matter of concern for those within the club, according to Javi Miguel of AS. After some impressive first few games, in which he stood out due to his physicality and ball recovery, the Spaniard has begun to fade alarmingly, especially after his disastrous game against Celta Vigo. Since that game, Romeo has started just 3 of Barca's 8 La Liga matches, being relegated to the bench in important matches against Sevilla, Real Madrid, and the Real Sociedad. Romeo has appeared lacking in all aspects, be it with or without the ball, which has led to his reduced role within the side and growing concerns among the staff and the management. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.